Hello, Monsters Abound here, and welcome back to Total Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires, and part 18 of my Warriors of Chaos campaign. I'm quite sloshed. I've been drinking port all night, so hello there. Last time, we started our invasion of Lustria. The lizardmen are fighting back significantly harder than anyone else has. We torched everything and until we reached Lustria, and the lizardmen are actually, you know, they're doing stuff. They're trying to slow us down, which is good to see. Oh, you've taken the awakening, have you? Interesting. Interesting. Okay, well, let's... Indeed, let's be about this. About what? Pray tell.
Mortals will quail.
Okay, well, good. Your friend, though, is not that mortal. Just FYI. Pretty immortal, generally. Indeed. Right, you.
Now is chaos.
Oh, it's Carl.
Yes, my ruinous power.
Do we kill Carl? I think we just move on, don't we? I don't have to worry about him. I'm just gonna... Well, you know what? He's marching, isn't he? So let's fuck him up. I've changed my mind. Mercurial like that. Let's kill Carl because he's knackered. He's had a rough time. He does have some mortars, but I think we can probably outrange those mortars with our own mortar, which is bigger and has much more explosion-y shit. Ooh, look at Carl doing the old barrel roll, eh? Trying to get away from those rockets. We did knock out the... Yeah, I mean, there's one guy left. One guy managed to survive the mortar. Ooh, Carl. Got a couple of hits like that, and you are going down, my friends. Better start jinxing. Left, right, do a barrel roll. Do a barrel roll! No! Oh, dear. Oof. He almost landed in the wall wagon as well, but no, he just face planted directly into the ground. Oh well. Do we think any of these guys are going to get anywhere close to our army? That's the question. I'm thinking probably not. I'm thinking that the odds may be stacked against them, just a touch, just a smidge of stacking. You know what? The Iron Demon War Engine, it does do some work. It has like a shotgun attack thing. It's quite long range. Takes out big chunks of an enemy unit when it does fire, like that. It's still no annihilators though. Those boys, they're on an entirely separate level. Oh look, Carl's army seems to be running away, and we can't really blame them. No losses. You know, he was there. I was there. It felt like the right thing to do. Kill Carl. Always kill Carl if you have a chance. Exactly. It is a glorifying act. It is. It's very therapeutic to blow people up as well. Do I need? I don't really need that, do I? What does this do? Slave units, don't really care about that. Bull centaurs, don't really have that. So I guess let's maybe just go with more armor? Just give everyone more armor? Works for me. Okay. Okay, good. You are busy. You're moving. Who hasn't? Festus. Festus, you come over here. Because then you can let us know if there's anything up here that we need to worry about.
Absolutely not.
No, thank you, Boris. Thanks for just clarifying that. Doomseekers are dead, but they did me a solid by dealing with Bretonnians, so thank you. If it isn't Marcus himself. Okay, get in there. What do you have? I mean, you've got a lot of archers and gun boys. So let's get some... Let's do something like that. You don't... I think you've just taken that settlement.
Now is chaos.
I think you've just this second taken it. Also, there's Volkmar in there.
Spread ruin on them.
Not much of it. I mean, we can probably just blow up the walls, right? And everyone inside.
Bring them to ruin.
Probably, but let's play it a little bit safe. Are you actually attacking them, or are you just, like, chilling? Oh, you're just chilling. Oh, in that case...
Chaos. Agreed. Mortals will quail.
Oh, there's no one there. Okay, well, that's a freebie then.
They will be
That was a freebie. So they just attacked it, sacked it, and they were like, we can move in next turn. And then suddenly a little dwarf just runs past them. The entire place is leveled, and he just runs away again. But we do need to raise more settlements. We need 9 more. Just 9 more. It's not that many, actually. I mean, can we just order a Pyrrhic victory? Is it? Fuck it. Hunted down. Missile strength for the entire army. Not that useful, but... Oh, you're not going to lose anyone. I'm just... Ah, fuck it. It'll be alright. Just because... If I have to fight every sodding battle, it'll take forever. And we replenish really bloody quickly anyway, so that's fine. More armor for everyone. Hooray! And then we can hopefully hit these minor settlements around there. And we're... See? See, we're almost there now. 7 more. The only slight problem might be my allies beating me to settlements when I need to raise them. And if they start doing that, I may have to kill them as well.
Agreed. Mortals will quail.
They really will.
My ruinous powers.
So if we head in this, we can take the Fallen Gates, maybe Maku Peaks, something like that. Do you want to head up here, or... Let's head down to Chakwa.
Destruction for all. Yes, it is so.
We're gonna book it down here. Try and beat them down to the south of Lustria. Ventress, have a glittering robe. It'll look fantastic on you, trust me. I keep forgetting about Gary. Oh, Gaza. And there is that Imeric? No, Imeric's on a blue dragon, isn't he? So that's just some nerd. Some nerd on a dragon. We're taking attrition from anything specific, or just... Is that just, snake attrition? Oh, it's vampires. Oh, okay.
You have my favor.
It's vampires. We got vampire issues.
Moving now.
Oh, I'm gonna have to march you, aren't I? Because otherwise you won't be in range. And oh, I mean, I was a little bit concerned about that, but it's almost entirely skinks, so not as concerned. Red Duke vassalizes Artois. Really?
You wish, Swandom. I'll have this.
Really? Okay. I mean, I could do the Slayer of Kings quest, but to be honest, you know, I've killed kings, I've killed emperors. I don't need it. Seems like I'm already pretty fucking legit at killing basically anything that gets in my way. And I do find the quest battles for Chaos so dull.
My ruinous powers. Yes, it is so.
Gaza. Who is this? Who is this? Oh, it's Alistair. It's Alistair. Oh. Why didn't you say? Taking attrition. Oh, we've got a little... Yeah, is that it? That's, That's a mood, isn't it? Can we actually reach you?
The gods
So if I go there and then attack you, can I attack you? I can. Are you all going to join the party? Is it all going to be... Nope, you're going to run away. Fair enough. It's like, nope. I choose life. Oh, can't friggin... Oh, wait, no, I can reach you. And you do want to come to play. Well, then, let's dance. I mean, lizardmen really are giving it their all. Which is really nice to see. They're really trying to slow me down, aren't they? I mean, it's not going to work, but it's lovely to see them give it a good old shot. Talking good old shots, the Red Crested Skink Chief has been routed. Off he goes. Chaos Spawn are charging forward on the right flank. We've got some Cyrus coming out the trees, which the Bull Centaurs, the Summoners of Rage, and the Swords of Chaos are going to engage. So Chameleon Stalkers, they're getting run down. Yep, they are having a very bad time. Wow, that's got a sting. Meanwhile, Vanessa and her double axe friend, look at this, going toe-to-toe with the enemy general. We're actually massively outnumbered here. We have a look at the numbers. They've almost got 4,000. They'll outnumber us, basically 2-to-1. Chaos Spawn keeping the enemy at bay while the Devastators do their work. Devastators and the Infernal Guard with the Fireglaive, trying to whittle down as many of these lizardmen as possible. On the right flank, we do have a nice little surround here, and we are slowly gaining the upper hand. But they do have spears, and then as it is starting to sting, the Bull Centaurs are fairly light, with only 50 armour. They do have pretty good melee defence, but those spears just pretty nasty. But we are starting to get the upper hand there, which is very nice. The Bloodletters now charging in. The Bloodletters is actually a very nasty unit and will be doing very, very well against the Saurus. Taking a bit of a flock of doom there, that's fine. Ancient's taking on dueling with a Bloodthirster. And Vanessa a little bit surrounded. The Bloodletters continuing to hack their way through with the Devastators just behind them, whittling down anyone who happens to show their little face. Although we do have Nakai the Wanderer, who is mashing the Infernal Guard with Fireglaive. We need to pick him off, really. Elsewhere, although outnumbered, we do have the upper hand. See, the lizardmen have lost a lot of lizards. That right flank is doing okay, actually. I was a little bit worried about it when the Cyrus came out the trees, but actually we seem to have got the upper hand here, and this means that our cavalry can now move over and assist the rest of the army. Not they'll need at this rate, as while the Chaos Spawn are dying, that's basically their job. Champions of Khorne and the Bloodletters just cutting through the Cyrus infantry. Big routes there. Devastators picking off units as they try to flee. We're going to try and chase down as many of the lizards as possible. More and more lizardmen may be filtering onto the battlefield. They've almost got 4,000. The Bloodletters are actually pretty fast. The Champions of Khorne, yeah, not so much. Both the Bloodthirster and Vanessa seem to have done... Jesus, it punted a bloody Croxagore miles. Yeesh. Taking a little bit of fire there. That Stegodon is getting whipped. But it looks like the Croxagore Ancient's back. There's bloody Croxagores everywhere. But it looks like we've done enough. Army losses have taken effect, and the lizardmen are fleeing the field. Well, we lost some Chaos Spawn, but I think that worked out rather well. Although they do now have two... I mean, Mazdamundi's over there with a fairly nasty force, and they do just have a shit ton of skinks. which is not... It's not that problematic, to be brutally honest. So, let's sit down for a second. Replace our Chaos Spawn. You can back us up, which is good. And do we... I'm just going to...
They will be dominated.
They might throw everything they've got at us, but we might be alright.
Destruction for all.
Maybe?
Invade.
So lizards have got... Oh, Cole's back. Significantly more forces than I thought they would have. It's like there's a lot of stuff there. A lot of shit to throw at us.
My ruinous powers.
Yeah, to be honest, didn't think the lizards would be the problem. Didn't see that one coming. They usually just kind of sit in Lustria and don't really do very much. So... that's a thing.
It is decreed by me.
Indeed. So it's a somewhat concerning.
They will be dominated.
We're a little bit... I still think we can take on everything there. I mean, plus this stack is pure skinks, so... you know. Okay, let's give you a manticore so you can flap around. Can be a bit of a double-edged sword. I think it could pay off for us here. Oh, you are throwing everything you got at us, aren't you? Including your skink stack. It's a brave move. Let's see if it pays off for them. So Skink Force Delta is coming in behind me, which actually works out for me because it means my Chaos Dwarfs can engage them and hopefully overcome them. There is a lot of them though. Like there's seriously shit tons of skinks. I mean, look at the number of the buggers. Look at so many of them. Jesus, teeming, riddled with skinks. Fortunately, we do of course have Helden Mouth, who has some nice spells he can drop on them. So hoping to do that. Drop some big, you know, Pit of Shades. Really mince some skinks. Should be nice. And then we have Mazdamundi's force coming in from the front now. We're going to use Demon Force to try and pin them down. Oh, there goes the Pit of Shades, which is, ooh, very nasty. Yeah. That's a lot of dead skinks. And also a Penumbral Pendulum. Gonna do a lot of damage. Jeez, how many kills did you get? 652. That seems fine. So it looks like some of the main armies coming to try and rescue the... Ah, there goes Tic-Tac-Toe? Tee-Hee? One of them. Can't remember. Doesn't matter. They're dead now. It looks like we do have some of Mazdamundi's force. They're trying to come and rescue the skinks who are now bottled up. Now they're bottled up, and they are distinctly less potent than the infantry they're fighting against. So they're really struggling here. I mean, like the Demon Spew here are anti-infantry, and so they are just carving through the skinks. But say there's just a lot of the buggers, a lot of skinks, and we've got to kill all of them. Meanwhile, Mazdamundi's force has now engaged, although the Ripperdactyls are flying overhead, moving in to engage the Devastators. So we're going to need some units back there to deal with that. A little banishment coming in there. Also hitting the Cold One Riders as well, though. Now, our Bloodletters should do very well against the Saurus they are arrayed against. Mazdamundi charging into Vanessa. Now, Mazdamundi is tough on Slag. I think it's Slag, but he's not as tough as a Bloodthirster, let's put it that way. Over here, you can see the Saurus Spears easily going down against the Bloodletters. We definitely have the upper hand, although, of course, we've got this Quattle. Need to bring him down. And the main issue is the Ripperdactyls, who are tearing through our Devastators, which is very upsetting because, you know, I don't want to have to recruit more of the buggers. But it looks like I might have to. Most of my units are busy trying to kill off the last of the skinks. I mean, it's been an absolute murder, slaughter, in fact. Another little Pit of Shades coming in there. Again, that skink cohort getting sucked off to death. The skinks still fighting on, though. They are brazenly refusing to rout, despite most of their number being carved up. It's just a big blob of skinks here, and that's basically all they've got left. The Ripidactyls continuing to harass the Devastators. Not much I can do about that apart from try and pin them down, shoot them. However, the main engagement with Mazdamundi's forces is drawing to a close as we definitely gain the upper hand here. The Saurus Warrior is just no match for our very beefy blood red boys. Apart from that guy who... You're alright, buddy. You're gonna pick yourself up. Up you get. You're fine. You're alright. You're okay. No, you're not. It's just not your day, is it? Just not your day. He's alright. He's fine. He'll be okay. Saurus being picked off. And Mazdamundi sad as well. He's still doing some rampaging, but he's definitely sad. Not all of the Devastators got wiped out. Some of them still alive, which is nice to see. But there we go. Most of the enemy army is routed. And with that, units on the ground, the enemy force is forced to land or surrender this territory. And surrender they shall. Well, they haven't made it easy, but looks like we did murder most of them. Anyone else? Nope, that's it. Good. I was a bit worried that Teehee might decide to come and have a go as well. I can't remember if Teehee moves for Itza or not. I think he probably does, so he decided to Scarper rather than fight. So Zartan has got... He's defeated Mazdamundi.
Now is chaos.
There's a lot of little bitty lizardman armies all over the place.
Are you a god? Destruction for all.
But we did survive. That's the main thing. So let's actually head down here because I think these guys are probably fine. There are quite a few armies hanging around, but I think we've soundly beaten any real resistance. So we'll do that. And we'll have a little sit down. I'm tempted to go keep on the move, but again, it's just... No, don't do that. No, don't do that. Yes, yeah, do whatever you think is right. I'm gonna get rid of you.
Yes, my ruinous powers.
And we're gonna get rid of you. And we're going to get... Sure.
What?
Sure, let's do that. How many units can you recruit? 1 to... Oh, 3. In that case, let's get rid of you.
Destruction for all.
And... Oh, can we not get the... How long was it going to take to recruit Annihilators? Where are they? What's that? Bull Center. Nope. It's a dragon. What the fuck's that? Kadai Destroyer. What the fuck's that? It takes 4 turns to recruit, though. I don't have 4 turns. Got shit to do. Don't have time to sit around. Right, where is my... God, there's a... Oh, there they are. 6 turns. Fuck it, just recruit some of them. There you go.
They will be dominated.
Yes. I know you're very into the domination thing, which is fine.
Now is chaos. Moving.
Say they're really just throwing a lot of stuff this way, aren't they? They're doing their best. They are doing their best to slow us down. Desperately fighting for every scrap. So we'll take out the Shrine of Sotek. There's a few there as well. How many settlements do we need? We only need 3 more. We're very close. Have a devastating charge, because why not? And the Withering, sure. And have a hammer, because reasons. Anyone else? Just Gaza. Just Gaza here. Yes. do that. Oh. Festus. One bloody job you had. Well, Avalon are dead. Didn't even know they were still alive, to be honest. Did they come back? Who knows?
Spread ruin on them.
Okay, you're busy just sitting around, which is fine.
Now the end times come.
Take you. Seeing as there's no one home. Nice and easy. So that's one down. This will be
My ruinous powers.
2. It says Pyrrhic victory. There is a lot of stuff here. Can we blow up all this stuff? I guess that's the question. Okay, so we're slightly outnumbered here, but Rykath, he's my boy, and I think he can do this. I believe he has this. I feel good about this. Yeah, you know, they've got 2.8k. I've got 700. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. Little electrically bally thing there, but it's mostly dodging my immortals, so that's fine. Oh, the birds. The bird gets a face full of rockets, decides to go somewhere else. Don't blame him. Now, the main issue we could have here is being flanked. We do have the Acolytes of Hashut, who have got big winged horned helmets and big beards. This is nice, I think, probably, maybe. And they're pretty tanky. 95 melee defense, 141 armor, 67 weapon strength. Not bad. Oh, the burb is dead. That is good. On our right flank, we have several units trying to get around us, including Red Crested Skinks, some Cold One Spear Riders as well. The Acolytes of Hashut are just going to have to tank them, I'm afraid. You're just going to have to deal with that. They are anti-large and armor-piercing, so I'm feeling pretty good about that as well. I think they've got this. We do have a big Crocodilio. He's moving to engage. We're going to have to head him off at the pass. Lizard's already taken huge numbers of casualties, but they're up to 3.5k to our 655. So, you know, again, somewhat outnumbered. We're going to have to send the Colossuses in to engage, while the rest of our units are trying to take out basically anything that moves. Already the battlefield is littered, though, with the bodies of lizards. It's just stuff like this. When a Crocscore Ancient charges directly into your Annihilators, there's not much you can do about it apart from watch them explode into jam. Which is somewhat problematic. See, that guy, he needs that arm. He's just lost his arm. He's now gushing everywhere. He needs 2 arms. Those guys literally exploded, and I don't need that in my life. Can someone please execute this Crocscore? Please, someone, anyone. Got a bit of a problem over here as our Immortals are desperately holding the line against a horde of lizards and Crocscores. And while the lizards are losing numbers all the time, see, we've almost killed 2,500 of the buggers. The problem is, if we can't kill them all... I mean, look at these buggers. There's Crocscore Ancient right in my rockets. That's the worst place to have a Crocscore Ancient. I just need to just take him out, boys. And, yeah, and the Pterodons, they need to die as well. The mortar has open fire. What's it shooting at? Anything useful? Where the fuck did that shot go? That's worrying. Where it goes up, and where it goes, nobody knows. And that's worrying for everyone nearby. And also quite far away. Fortunately, it looks like we've done enough. And the enemy force is now retreating. Oof, that was close. It looks like they almost broke through our lines. Well, thank goodness for excessive firepower. And
This is why.
we just need one last settlement.
Glorifying us.
And we have options. think it's as within range. That does have a big garrison, though.
Spread ruin on them.
It's like the only problem. I mean, yeah, it will have laser towers, and laser towers are bad. They're we definitely need. We would definitely need siege towers to take that. I mean, we probably could, but it would just be watching a lot of Chaos Warriors getting lasered in the face, which it's not really ideal. Oh, hello. If it isn't Mr. Balthazar Gelt. I mean, I definitely might have been being a little bit ballsy in my very aggressive attack. Not really, you know, I'm throwing caution to the wind here. I think we should still be fine, though. As Balthazar's army advances and gets absolutely wrecked. But he does have friends, more Balthazar. They've just been chasing me, obviously trying to revenge against all the damage I've caused, but also maybe to try and get some vengeance for Carl, who I believe is actually in the battle. Yes, there he is. Oh, no, it's Boris. It's Toddy. Hello, Toddy. Now, the problem with flying in this kind of situation, Toddy, is that it does make you a rather large target for rockets. And that, yep, no, that's, well, that can't say I didn't warn him. Anyway, although, weirdly, Balthazar, being a much smaller target, is actually fine. I'm hitting him with everything I've got, but he just seems to be a bit nippier. So he's able to get out of the way. So he's actually surviving a little bit better, and I'm wasting a lot of rockets trying to take him out. We do need to take out these handgunners, because they will actually cause quite a lot of damage. So taking those out is quite important. They've also got a number of characters to help them in the battle. They do have the Jorik Grimm and Nicholas von Wolfen. Both these guys are ranged units, so they can just sort of like stick at range, along with Kalara there as well. All ranged units and characters, and I don't really have much in the way to kill characters, which is kind of an issue, because the rockets don't seem to do much character damage. The front line is still holding, but I'm wasting a lot of ammunition on Balthazar there. You can see that he's soaking up a lot of fire, which is not what we need. And I've also got these heroes that are going to cause me some issues. Unless I can send maybe like the Colossus to go and deal with them. I don't know. Maybe the Colossus would be good. I mean, they do have, you know, the melee attack's not bad. The weapon strength is okay. Might be fine. Worth a punt. Balthazar's actually coming down to attack Rykath, which is a bit stupid, but okay. Can someone just please kill him? Anytime now. Yeah, and just, you know, wail on him with an axe. Anything, really. I'm not overly fussed. That's it. Yeah, 500 damage will do it. Yes, yeah, punt him again. And he's dead. There we go. Okay, well, that was silly of him, wasn't it? It does look like Kalara is either dead or running for a life. Looks like she's running for a life. The other two, though, not dying. You know, I've got an entire other army I need to kill here, and they're just not. Well, they're not dying, to be brutally honest, which is a bit rude. They do have another couple of mortars here, but they're not really moving, so I guess we can just ignore them and hope that wiping out the rest of the army should be enough. They don't really have much else. It's mostly just a few spears and handguns, not to mention the war wagons, who are, of course, terrible. Yeah, war wagons just aren't very good. They just don't really have the ammunition. They don't seem to really do very much. I've completely forgotten about these handguns over here. I've told everyone to stop firing because I don't want to waste ammunition. These handguns are still trying to pick us off. I'm sending the Colossus to go and try and brain Jorik and Nicholas. But, of course, the main Nicholas can kite us because he can shoot on the move. Jorik can't, but he can still probably outrun us. Speed of 37, speed of 30. Yeah, so he can basically outrun us. And the Colossus only have a speed of 32. So, yeah, it's going to be the slowest high-speed chase you've ever witnessed. Which is great. Yeah, the Colossus just are very slow, aren't you, boys? You're big and tanky, but you're just not very fast. Never mind. They look pretty good. Gotta give that to him. So we'll chase Jorik I mean, they're actually coming in for a fight. Amazingly. But then they see the, you know, the big giant monstrosity with maces for hands and decides to find somewhere else to be, which actually fairly understandable if you think about it. For, you know, that's the kind of thing I would definitely do. I do like the fact that there's, like, you know, charred earth all the way along here from the numerous rocket explosions. And unfortunately, we're kind of being kited into the incoming reinforcements. And the mortars have actually retaken their mortars. They come back and decided to start taking pot shots at me again, which I find distasteful. However, with Balthazar gone, Boris gone, and, you know, we're taking a little bit of fire there. I guess the one thing the war wagons are good at is maybe taking down big things, but the problem is they're just not that fast. With the speed of 50, pretty much any cavalry can catch up with them. And so that begs the question, what are they good for? Because if it's their maneuverability, well, they don't have any. So then it's like, oh, it's their missile attack, in which case you may as well... You may as well just have handguns, because they'll have more shots, do more damage. They cost less as well. So, yeah, that's my hot take on the war wagons. And then you have the war wagons with mortars, which are like, why? Why? Again, why? Why would you need a slightly more maneuverable mortar? Considering they fire over the heads of stuff anyway. So flanking shots are basically pointless. And, you know, so there's big question marks there, but yeah, war wagons, just say no, kids, basically. And with the poor bloody spearmen slowly advancing into range, they suddenly realise where their friends went. That's a good attempt by Balthazar, but no cigar. Is this hunted down? Missile strength. I mean, that'll come in handy.
I am the chosen of the gods.
Yes, you are. Yes, you... Hello, Croak. Hello. Oh, it says decisive victory. Really?
Wipe that out.
I mean, oh, alright, well, if it says decisive victory, then decisive victory it is. Is that all we needed? Yep, good. Yep, campaign complete. There we go. Victory. In a world of chaos, a time of heroes, an age of war, you've overcome every challenge laid before you. Yep, most favoured of the Chaos Gods. That's right, they love me the most. Damn right they do. Little shits. Oh, you love it. So there we go. I have completed the long campaign victory condition for no particular reason other than I kind of felt like it. Next campaign up is going to be Altharian, because again, I just kind of feel like it. I don't know. Maybe that'll be the last campaign. It kind of depends when sort of the Warhammer 3 stuff kicks off. But I guess we'll find that out in the next campaign, or at least next year. Sooner rather than later. Fingers crossed. Thanks for watching.